Good morning children. I welcome you all to the very first video of class 11th business studies. As you know, because of coronavirus we are unable to meet in the school, but we cannot even hamper our studies. So we are going to start with online classes, and this is the first video of class 11th business studies. We are going to start with the very first chapter, that is nature and purpose of business. We are going to start with the very first chapter, that is nature and purpose of business. This chapter is divided into two sections. The first is history of trade and commerce. So we are going to start with history first. India has Himalayas in the north, bordered by water in south. India got connected to adjoining foreign countries through the network of roads leading to Silk Road. The maritime routes linked the east and west by sea and were used for trade of spices known as spice route. The progress of domestic and international trade in ancient India developed due to flow of wealth through these routes. Many trade centers and industrial belt also started then. Now we move ahead to indigenous banking system, which was prevalent at that time. So with the progress of economic life, following development took place. First, metal coins became common medium of exchange. Then second, documents such as hundis and chittis were used for buying and selling on credit. Then hundi became very popular. It involved the contract which warranty the payment of money. Then could be transferred through valid negotiation. Then different types of hundis as used by Indian merchants were Thani jog, Sahajog, Firmenjog. There were many. Then next is development of indigenous banking system. They played a special role. First, people began to deposit precious metals with lending institutions acting as bankers or seths. These bankers and seths became an instrument for supplying money for producing more goods. Then indigenous banks played a special role in lending money and financing domestic trade. The fifth one is agriculture and domestication of animals also helped to generate surplus and saving for investments. Due to a favorable climatic condition, people of India were able to raise 2 or 3 crops in a year. In addition to agriculture, by restoring the weaving, dyeing fabrics, making clay pots, they were able to generate surplus for investment also. Then the sixth one is development of workshops or karkhanas. Here skilled artisans worked and converted raw material into finished goods. Family based apprenticeship system was practiced so that their art and skill could be transferred to next generation. Next is rise of intermediaries. How come? Intermediaries plays a very important role in promotion of trade. It includes first commission agents, brokers, distributors for wholesale and retail trade. They help in expanding trade and brought in huge amount of silver bullions into Asia, and large share was in India. Then second, the institutions of Jagat Seths also played an important role during Mughal period and days of East India companies. Bankers began to act as executors or trustees. They charged high rate of interest on foreign trade. Next, the emergence of credit transaction and availability of loans enhanced commercial activities. Then, indigenous banking system benefited the manufacturers, traders and merchants with additional capital funds for expansion and growth. Next is later on commercial and industrial banks also provided both short-term and long-term loans to traders. Then we are going to talk about the transport. There were basically two types of transport, land and waterway. So first of all we are going to talk about land transport. Road has assumed a key role in the entire process of growth. The northern roadways route has stretched from Bengal to Takshila. There were also some trade routes in south spreading east to west. Trade routes were wide and suitable for speed and safety. Then waterways transport. Maritime trade was another important way of global trade. Malabar coast, on which it was situated, has long history of international trade. Pepper, known as black gold, was traded through this route. It was in search of an alternative route to India for spices that led to discovery of America by Columbus. Now we are going to talk about the trading communities. So in different parts of countries, different communities dominated trade. In northern region, Punjabis and Multani merchants handled business. Then in West India, Mahajans. From south, they were Kshatriyas. In states of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Bhatts. In urban centers, Mahajan communities represented their chief called Nagar Seths. Other groups active in urban areas were very prominent over there. Then move on to the next, that is major trade centers. There were many major trade centers at that time. First is Patliputra, known as Patna today, was not only a commercial town but also a major center for export of stones. Then Peshawar, it was an important export center for wool and for important import of horse. It has huge commercial transactions between India, China and Rome. Then Takshila, major center of land route between India and Central Asia, also a city of financial and commercial banks. Then Indraprastha was a commercial junction on Royal Road where most routes leading to east, west, south and north converged. Then Mathura, emporium of trade. Many routes from South India touched Mathura and Rohtak. Then Varanasi, it grew as major center of textile industry and became famous for beautiful gold silk cloth and sandalwood workmanship. Then Mithila established trading colonies in South China, especially in Yunnan. Then Ujjain. Then we are talking about Surat. It was also known as textile of Surat, was famous for their gold border, that is zari. Then Kanchi, here Chinese used to come in foreign ships to purchase pearl, glass and raw stones. Then Madura, it was a capital of Pandyas, attracted foreign merchants, particularly Romans. Then Kaveri Patta, also known as Kaveri Patnam, it was a scientific in its construction as city provided loading, unloading and strong facilities of merchandise. Then the last one is Tamralipitti. It was one of the greatest port, connected both by sea and land with west and far east. It was linked by road to Banaras and Takshila. Now we are going to talk about India begins to re-industrialize. After the independence, the process of rebuilding of economy started. When India started centralized planning, 5-year plans was implemented in 1952 due to importance was given to establishment of modern technologies. Then despite these efforts, Indian economy could not develop at rapid pace. As a result, India relied heavily on borrowings from foreign sources and finally agreed to economic liberalization in 1991. Then the Indian economy is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Rising income, saving, investment opportunities, increased domestic consumption and younger population ensure growth for decades to come. The high growth sector have seed identified which are likely to grow at rapid pace world over. The recent initiatives of government such as Make in India, Skill India, Digital India and rollout of foreign trade policy is expected to help economy in terms of exports and imports and trade balance. So Make in India is an initiative launched by Government of India on 25th September 2014 to encourage national as well as multinational companies to manufacture their products in India. The major objective of Make in India initiative are job creation and skill enhancement in 25 sectors of the economy, which are as follows. It can be automobile, aviation, chemical, defense, automobile components, biotechnology, construction, electrical, machinery, fruit processing, information technology, leather, mining, pharmaceuticals, railway, road, highways, then textile and garments, tourism, hospitality, then media and entertainment, oil and gas, port and shipping, renewable energy, space and astronomy, thermal power, and wellness. So up till now we have discussed about all the primary things or the history of business. Now in the next video we are going to continue with the chapter, the second part of it. Up till then you note down all the notes and we are going to meet in the next video. Thank you children.